Pam Bondi is qualified. She has done outstanding work as an attorney general, both as a county prosecutor and as a Florida attorney general. And I actually quite admire the grit that she had to take on a statewide campaign to become attorney general. Number two, she had very good testimony from Republicans and Democrats about her managerial style. And when I met with her, she was very engaging and responsive to the concerns I have about criminal justice. She's qualified. The question that we face as a Senate is what kind of Department of Justice will we have? There has been a bipartisan recognition of the importance of independence at the Department of Justice. So will we have a Department of Justice that is independent, or will we have a Department of Justice that, in the words of President Trump, is my Department of Justice, where I have the right to do anything I want to do? There's no question about where President Trump is going. 9 days into the president's administration, he is on a rampage of reckless conduct and illegal conduct. The reckless conduct, of course, are these horrible pardons. People who grabbed the shields that police were using to defend themselves and then started battering police with them, stomping them, kicking them, spitting on them. And then these folks who were pardoned, they get out and they say they want to come back here and they want those who certified the election of the president to be hanged. We have people who were pardoned who were wanted for soliciting sex with a minor. Those pardons are so disrespectful to the men and women of law enforcement. It is absolutely despicable, in my view. But then the illegal conduct. The president says that he can do what he wants to do regardless of the law. One of the laws that I'm so proud of is something, Mr. Chairman, you authored, and it's the Inspector Generals. And he fired them all, despite the specific provision in that law that you wisely included, that there be 30-day notice. Illegal, clearly illegal. He did the same thing at the National Labor Relations Board. There's specific statutory legislative responsibility if you want to remove a person. Just blew by it. Illegal. And then, of course, the shocking announcement about impoundment. Absolutely illegal, interfering with the constitutional right of the Article I branch of Congress to be the appropriator of funds. And what he is doing is illegal. And then TikTok, we passed a law in Congress, bipartisan, that it has to comply or be sold. The president picks and chooses and says, no, we're not applying that law. Illegal. And then at the Justice Department, before the new AG is even there, the president has installed his personal lawyers. And they started doing dirty work, firing career prosecutors. So there's no mystery here about what the president is going to insist upon. It's that the DOJ be my law firm. That's what it is. And there's no question, because if past this prologue, goodbye to Attorney General Barr, goodbye to Attorney General Sessions when they didn't comply with the demands of an overbearing president. Now, I would like to think that Pam Bondi would have the ability to stand up because she is qualified, she's engaging, but I was very disturbed on the question from Senator Hirono, who won the election, and she couldn't answer it. It was the Trump permissible answer that President Biden is the president, but could not say that he won the election. That bodes poorly. So, Mr. Chairman, that's the reason for my no vote. But this raises a question I think that we as the United States Senate have to ask ourselves in view of the 9 days of the reckless conduct and the illegal conduct of the president. Will we fulfill our constitutional role as a separate and independent branch of government to maintain the principle of separation of powers and checks and balances. Our founders knew that would be needed. What they didn't know is whether those who served in this position as United States senators would meet the challenge when the check and balance was needed. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I want to begin by thanking you